know what it is lately, but a lot of the men here, they have like big Don Julio stomachs, like big stomachs, big guts. And the richer ones have like 1942 guts. Like their stomachs are getting bigger. Like the men are leaving the club at like 8 a.m. going to after hours. Like I'll be waking up to go work out and I'll see men at the club still. So 8 a.m.
Ciao. You heard it from the young lady. Men in Atlanta, please come forward and explain yourself. Because if you know, dating in Atlanta could be crazy. And if you've been on the internet, you probably heard the old story. But in today's video, you're going to hear from the young ladies and also from the men also. We need some male perspective because actually not only the ladies are struggling out here, the men are also struggling to date. And one of the craziest dating stories you heard are from Atlanta. So today, grab your popcorn, grab your drink. We're gonna listen to these stories and you're gonna be on the floor. And please like and subscribe, and I'll be back with my commentary.
So I'm gonna give you guys 2 reasons why it's really hard to date as a black woman in Atlanta. Number 1, I don't know what it is lately, but a lot of the men here, they have like big Don Julio stomachs, like big stomachs, big guts. And the richer ones have like 1942 guts. Like their stomachs are getting bigger. Like the men are leaving the club at like 8 a.m. going to after hours. Like I'll be waking up to go work out and I'll see men at the club still. So 8 a.m. Like it's ridiculous. They're not exercising, nothing. Like it's disgusting. That's number 1. Number 2, they want to be treated like princesses. Like they want you to approach them. And I know the ratio of women to men is like crazy here because it's more women than it is men. But they want you to kiss up to them. They want you to like hit them up. It's like they're females down here. So that's the reason why I don't date in Atlanta. Like I don't date people that live down here. It's a no for me. And a lot of these men are not like attractive down here. I don't know what happened. But in the past they used to, but now it's like they all have these big stomachs, partying. Like no one wants that every day. Like it's okay to party sometimes, but no one wants a man that wants to be treated like a princess. And a lot of these men down here are like that nowadays. But that's my TED Talk.
When folks say Atlanta's the worst place to date, they are not lying. Please believe them when people tell y'all this, because I just had the worst first date experience ever in my life. So I met this girl on a Tuesday night, and we agreed to lunch on a Sunday afternoon. By mid-lunch, I knew I was never going to talk to this girl ever again. And just to provide a little bit more context for y'all, Shorty told me she only been here for like 10 months. She's from New York, and so I don't know if New Yorkers are just like blunt like that, or if Shorty was just being rude as hell. But bro, she was crazy because she was on one from the minute the date started. So before we even get to the spot, I'm on the phone with Shorty and, just checking in and whatnot, and trying to flirt a little bit. I might have said something like, let me be your personal photographer or your personal stylist or whatnot. Shorty kind of spazzed on me a little bit. She was like, one thing you're not going to do is tell me what to wear. What you talking about, bro? So I kind of deflected it or whatnot, and she was like, that's one way, that's a fast way to get me not to come on this date. And bro, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, bro. So I deflected it. I'm telling myself we're gonna have a good time on this date or whatnot. So I continue pursuit to the spot, right? So we pull up to the spot finally, right? I ordered me a drink before she got there because she was already running late. I tell her where I'm at, I go get her, walk her back to my spot, having like a little mid-conversation with her. First thing she tells me is, you talk too much. No clue what she's talking about. Don't even know what I said. Alright. So mind you, again, just to give you a little bit of context, she said she wanted Caribbean food, so I offered that spot it was like a little food hall in Marietta. And they got like all these different kind of restaurants. I thought they had Caribbean in that restaurant. Turns out it was Mediterranean. Oops, my bad. So I made a mistake, but now Shorty is calling me a liar. She's like, oh, so you're lying. And I'm trying to figure out if she's just playing or if she's being for real. But she got on a straight face, no emojis, okay? No kind of LOL. So she's really making a big deal out of this. So much so that the bartender had to get involved, right? And the bartender was like, well, anybody could have made that mistake. It's the Anian at the end. Like, you get Caribbean and Mediterranean mixed up, blah, 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 blah. Could have happened to anybody, right? Cool. Now she's going back and forth with the bartender, talking about, how can you get it mixed up? They're two different geological locations. I'm like, bro, are you really doing this right now, bro? So she's going back and forth with the bartender. I got my drink. As I'm drinking my drink, she was like, so are you some kind of alcoholic? Again, I have no idea if she's being for real or not. I'm like, just off of one drink? She was like, well, you asked me what kind of drink that I wanted before I got here, or what kind of drinks did I like before I got. I was like, bro, is that not just a regular question? I'm asking you what kind of spot you like and what kind of drinks do you like, because I know spots, I know bartenders, and what is we talking about? So boom, the waitress, she finally brings us to our seats. I get another drink number 2. She's still over there calling me an alcoholic. She then says I must smoke cigarettes because my lips are black. Then there was another instance where she got offended over her name because I asked her if she had any nickname and do people call you so and so. She was like, don't ever call me that because that doesn't match my complexion and whatnot. So I was like, bro, relax. I'm just asking because I'm the one, I don't usually say names if it's over 3 syllables. I'm sorry, I'm lazy with syllables. So she was like, oh, so you're a lazy man. I don't think you should be telling that to a girl on the first date. Bro, I'm like, I'm looking for Ashton Kutcher at this point, dog, because I know I'm being punked, man. So eventually we get to the part of the conversation where she's telling me about her sexuality. She told me that she's bisexual, which I did not know. She was like, I don't know if I told you or not. So of course I asked follow-up questions about, which would you rather date, between a man or a woman. She gets aggravated again, starts spazzing out a little bit. This is why I didn't want to tell you. I don't feel like explaining myself. I think men are just horrible. Men are terrible creatures. I'm like, bro, that's all I had to hear. So shorty basically been biting and barking all evening, and I'm just trying to figure out where the energy came from, bro. But this was the last straw for me. Bro, we're having a conversation, and shorty was randomly, she was like, can you not call me that? And I was like, call you what? She was like, don't call me nigga, and I don't appreciate being called nigga, and I don't appreciate how you've been calling women out of their name as far as homegirl, homie, bitches, and niggas. And I'm like, shorty, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I was like, you know what? If I said anything that offended you, I apologize. But you've been calling me nigga this whole time, so I'm kind of confused by this logic and how it upsets you. So, of course, when I questioned her of her logic, she was like, why are you arguing with me? If a tranny and a non-binary person wants to be called he, she, or them, you're not going to call them something that they don't want to be called, right? Bro, you brought the trans community into this? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What? So then shorty was like, if you don't want me calling you nigga, then you need to tell me so I can know not to call you nigga. And I'm just like, bro, I think, it's all good, bro. I think all this shit just went over your head. We can skedaddle. You don't even have to worry about me no more. Bro, so we get about that mug, walk up to the car. I go home. And, bro, the only thing that really kind of pissed me off about that whole fucking date, bro, was I forgot my to-go box. Trying to get out of there in a hurry, trying to speed my ass up out that joint. I forgot my to-go box, bro. I forgot my food. I've been pissed ever since then. I think about that shit, bro. But if you look into a date in Atlanta, do not bring your ass down here, boy, because they ain't got nothing for you. No. So, long story short, somehow, some kind of way, I ended up on a date with a bisexual feminist who hates men, who is problematic, combative, complex, and I kid you not, y'all. I really feel like this girl only came on this date for a free meal, because there's no way you only came to insult me, be rude, and disrespectful. Because I just can't go for that. But, it turns out she did tell me that she was a feminist, so all of it makes sense because anything that I would have did anyway, just as a male figure, probably would have triggered her. So I'm wishing y'all the best of luck, and I hope y'all got way better luck than I have dating in Atlanta.
I have never seen a man act so wet and wild in my life. Story time on how I dated a pastor and how that turned out. So once again, we're in the good old Atlanta, Georgia. At this time, I'm 23, just moved to Atlanta, and I'm still working at the Capitol. So there is a young man who also worked at the Capitol. We would always see each other in passing all the time in the hallways at different press meetings. So we eventually just ended up connecting. We go on our first date. We go to the Georgia Aquarium for our first date. Second date, one of his homeboys was having a pool party, and he wanted me to come with him. So we pregame at his house, right? Mind you, he is throwing shots back. Like, hey. But I'm also like in the back of my head, oh Lord. So we get to the pool party, right? Come to find out, we'll call him Cordell. Cordell, the pastor, was one drinking, smoking, cussing fool, okay? So mind you, at the pool party, we're all drinking, having fun. He's introducing me to his friends, people he knows from school, right? So he comes over to me and he whispers some of the nastiest, most diabolical things in my ear. Like, when I say this, as in things he wishes to do to me, if you catch what I'm saying. It catches me off guard for so many reasons. One, like, I know you, but I don't really know you. So why are you comfortable speaking this way to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but mind you, the vibes are vibing. It's a fun pool party. It's the best pool party I've ever been to in my life, and I'm not even being funny. Like, we're all generally having a good time. I kind of like laugh it off, right? So after the pool party, they were having a kickback back at their apartment. So mind you, it's like 30 of us back in this 2-bedroom apartment. But honestly, like, that was one of the best outings I've had in Atlanta. I can say it. Like, it was simple, but the best time. Met the best people, I will say that. He takes me home, right? Cool. We go on another date after that. We go to a happy hour to meet up with some of our mutual colleagues from work and some people he knows from just being in Georgia because he had been living in Atlanta much longer than me. So, mind you, I said I was 23. He might have been like 26 at the time, 26, 25. I was trying to network, get to know more people because I was still very new to Atlanta. So he was just introducing me to people. So that was 10 out of 10 for him. So we go to Hudson Grill downtown, right across from the State Farm Arena. I think we went to a game, like a basketball game after that. So that was cool. That was fun. Whatever. So a few days passes by and I get an Instagram DM from him. Mind you, we mostly just texted and talked on the phone. But like, you know how it is, like when you just like DM people random funny stuff or whatever. He comments on one of my stories and he's like, will you be my boo? And I'm assuming he meant girlfriend. Mind y'all, I'm still taken back by this incident that happened at the pool party. So I tell him, first of all, if you're asking me to be your girlfriend, you have my phone number. We've hung out multiple times in person and we see each other kind of at work. So why are you DMing me like that type of question? I didn't like that. Then I also mentioned how I felt about his little nasty words at the pool party. So he was like, I understand if you felt, slighted by me. Woo-doo-doo. So long story short, I'm like, no, because why are you DMing me that type of question? I don't know. I thought that was kind of strange. I was just so taken back by his behavior because he really positions himself as like being such a man of God and an upright citizen. And mind you, since we work at the Capitol, also like I'm so accustomed to seeing him, being very professional, very buttoned up, being very cool. Like, mind you, I know the way people present themselves at work versus, outside of their job is different, obviously. But like, come to find out, he ends up being president of the Georgia NAACP. Around that time is like when he like starts to pursue me more seriously, asking me to be his girlfriend. So he's like, I'm just in this new phase of my life. I'm entering new spaces, whoop-de-whoop. And guys, I don't know what it was. It was just something about the way he came at me at that pool party that was just not right with my spirit. Like, mind you, he apologized. He understood that I was like doing a lot, being that we're still getting to know each other, But what y'all think? Did I mess up? I said all my story times are just for educational purposes. I just wanted to share that. But
y'all want to know what it's like dating a man in Atlanta? I had a guy ask me what my favorite animal was. And I told him a stingray. He was like, that's not an animal. That's a fish. What? He was like, yeah, that's not an animal. So I went on to ask him what his favorite animal was. He goes, a hawk. I jokingly was like, that's not an animal, that's a bird. And he was like, yeah, no. Animals are on land. When they're in the water, they're like a type of fish species. Huh?
Okay, so let me explain to y'all how dating in Atlanta will have you looking washed up real fast. So, dating here is literally a game. Like, they just love to be seen out with somebody new every time, because I feel like the men here want other men to see that they can get women. And when you just subtract yourself from that type of foolishness, like, it just makes you look way more exclusive and unavailable and not accessible. When you start going on a bunch of dates and you just start being the same out with constant different men or women are just naturally gonna think that you fucking these niggas. Especially because, like, me personally, I genuinely only attract men with money. Men who play ball, pro ball, own clubs, own a bunch of businesses, and blah blah blah, this, that, whatever. I've been on dates and I've dealt with, you know, some different people. But I feel like everybody goal is the same, you know, to look like you got, you know, something good on the side of you. But it's like, is it really good when you constantly being seen out with different people? And it's like when you start looking real accessible to the public, because it's everybody here know each other, everybody go to the same places. So when you are being caught in public with constantly new people, it just makes you look so easy. And it's like you just have to say no to some dates. Like, I'm really just starting to learn this because my last date literally fucked my head. They don't deserve to be in your presence. They don't deserve to have access to you. Not even a date. Like, literally, like, some people, it's okay to just say no to and just get to know them from a distance, because people be having so many weird hidden agendas that it don't even be feeling like it be worth it after they get it, like, come into your space and just consuming up your energy. Like, I literally just told a few people that I don't want to go on no more dates. I don't want to be around no more men right now because they are so draining. Like, it's just too many different hidden agendas. You don't know the purpose behind, honestly, a lot of the men, what they looking for. And some of them looking for an exchange. I got the money if you give me the pussy. First night, second night. Some of them, you know, looking to date. Some of them are just want to have fun because they're not looking for a relationship. You just don't really know. And sometimes, you know, like when you're in a dating scenery, you just really want to get to know what's for you out there, because how you gonna know if you're not dating? And, you know, sometimes, most of this time, the shit just be finding me, because when I feel like I don't be looking, I be running into some good people. And then when I be thinking like, dang, I want to be in a relationship, I just want another man. And then it's like the moment that I be feeling like that and I run into somebody, I just run into like the worst person in the world. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I can tell y'all about some of the dates that I've had and I've experienced, but I just don't understand. Like, I can't get into the story time because I hate people being in my personal life. But I'm just letting some ladies know that it's okay to turn down some dates, because everybody don't deserve your energy. Everybody don't deserve to be in your presence, especially in those type of settings where it's like real intimate, you know, like the dining areas, you know, the upscale dining areas or the lounges, you know, the nightlife, where men wants to see you in a sexual sense and they damn near stripping you naked with their eyes because you look, you know, like it's giving promiscuous. So when you're dressed in a certain way, and a man, that's all they see is like, oh, she looks so good. I just wonder how she looked with the clothes off. Honestly, a lot of them want pussy. So if you can just meet them in a setting where it's a safe space and genuinely get to know them from a distance, sometimes a lot of them don't even have a lot to talk about, and they're just setting a tone right there. Learn how to set some boundaries of men setting a tone without it being in an intimate setting, because it lets you know a lot of the time where their head's at. Because some people can hold a conversation, but the certain things, when it start going off, like those red flags of them saying little sexual stuff, most of them do say sexual stuff, but like, learn how to like become people's friend from a distance and getting to know people before letting them into your life. Because you may not even be dating, you know, you may not even be going on dates to want to have sex with these men, or, you know, nothing sexual, but it doesn't have to be. You may think, okay, so you may think that it's not harmless to go on dates. And like when this girl said it on TikTok, I watched the video, it just made so much sense, because the way she broke it down, it was just like, okay, that's when you put it like that, when people want to use your energy to consume from it because they want other men to see that they get women, that they can get you, and they have access to you, that's literally a hidden agenda for a lot of men. It's not like good intentions at all. So I'm just here to say and share, it's okay to not let people in your space. I don't care how much money they got, how much money they portraying. Everybody does not deserve access to you. And it's okay to be in a cut and, you know, maybe text some people, talk to them over the internet, because I don't give everybody my number. I might give you an Instagram. You know, you definitely probably ain't got my attention if you got my Instagram. But, you know, it's okay to just say what's up, get to know people from a distance, or even just keep people, even if you like somebody, keep a chase. Because men hate to chase, but men like a chase when it's somebody that they really want. So when you learn that everybody don't need to be seen out in public with you, like, you become way more valuable as a woman, because everybody can't get next to you. And I understand that so many people is on a dating circuit right now, but sometimes you just got to learn from other people's experiences, or through experiences in general. But I'm just here to say, everybody don't deserve a date, because my last date was probably the worst date I ever had in my life. Like, I had a man who was driving a Maybach, and he acted like he had so much money and was giving all the fucking valet and the waitresses a hard time, like the shittiest attitude in the world, and I hated it. So I'm just here to say, it's okay, ladies, just turn down the date and just get to know that man from a distance, because he's probably not even worth your energy. Honestly, he's not worth being in your space or having the time of day.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are dating in Atlanta, just be cautious out here. Vet the people you are dating. Don't just date to date. Date with intention. Date with the idea that you're going to take all these people out and you're going to ask the necessary question. You're not going to waste your time like the young lady with the pastor. Just wasting your time when you know that person make you feel uncomfortable and there's no way, you know, you see a future with that person. So why proceed to waste your time on top of it? So this is all I have for you guys today. Please like and subscribe. Please let me know what you would like to see more from me. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.